Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Hip Hop Lyft. This is Confessions of a Lyft Driver episode 2, and we're doing it live on the streets. I'm about to order a Lyft on my nifty Lyft app and see what it is real quick. Contacting my nearby driver. Looks like we got a young lady right now. Her name is Vivian. She's 4.9. She's on her way to pick us up. 3 minutes. She's gonna be here in 3 minutes. So my name is Deco, and I'm also a Lyft driver. And the guy in the back that's riding with us is also a Lyft driver too. I'm known as Hip Hop Lyft.
Okay.
I'm sort of a, so if there's anything such as
known where?
Celebrity Lyft driver, known as the, as far as like drivers in San Francisco and the company Lyft and all that kind of good stuff. So kind of like celebrity drivers, if you want to say.
Okay,
anything.
Celebrity Lyft?
Celebrity Lyft drivers, yes. And what we're doing right now is we're actually filming my show.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You noticed that? Good eyes on this young lady.
This creepy guy right here.
Thank you.
Circled you around the block, and I was like,
something's going on.
I'm gonna have to get out and kick his ass. But then I was like, oh, okay, no, we're friends.
Sweet. Well, we're actually filming my YouTube show called Confessions of a Lyft Driver.
No.
And
that's super smart.
Thank you.
That's super smart. No,
Vivian just gave your boy props, y'all. She just said super smart.
Super smart. No, I'm considered that too. You know how everybody has these cameras that show the road, but but sometimes some weird shit happens in here, and
Exactly.
I see that.
Well, since I've been driving for over 3 years, I got a bunch of stories about crazy interactions with passengers, even other drivers. So what I do is every week I share a story. And this week I decided to take a Lyft and share a story with a new driver. Someone that's probably never heard of me before, like yourself, and that's new to the community. Share one of my crazy stories. And just for you putting up with this craziness, me and my boy right here, we just taking over her little car, sort of thing. We're gonna hook you up with some cool stuff. I got a prize package here.
Some famous Lyft shit?
It was some famous Lyft shit. She got that right. I got a bunch of cool famous Lyft stuff in here for you to ride off with after you drop us off for putting up with me and my craziness and having cameras and all that going on.
Can you zoom in on the prize package? Because I just want everyone to see.
I can zoom. I'm totally gonna zoom. Look in there, guys. There's all kind of goodies in there for her and her passengers to enjoy.
Someone gave you this Christmas bag and you reused it.
She totally busted me. We re-gifting the package right here. Hey baby, get the bubble gum in this motherfucker.
That still says your name on it up here.
It's been in the van for a long time, but now it's time to get rid of it, finally.
I get to keep the bag too.
And my girl Vivian gets to keep the bag too. It's actually one of my craziest stories. My first day as a Lyft driver.
Oh wow, the first day.
My first day as a Lyft driver is one of my craziest stories, and I'm going to share it with you today. You and my boy back here. Okay, here we go. A little over 3 years ago, I had the bright idea of signing up for this company Lyft that we are working for right now and give it a shot. I tried it on a Friday night. One of the busiest nights if you're a driver. One of the busiest nights if you're a driver. Friday night. So I started my first night as a driver on a Friday night. And my first stop, I swear to you guys, this is my first stop as a Lyft driver. I go up to Twin Peaks to pick up a young lady. Her name was Karen. I can't remember the name. Her name was Karen. I pull up to Twin Peaks to pick up Karen. And when I pull up, there's a stretch limo outside of Karen's house, and there's two women on one side of the limo, and there's two men on the other side of the limo arguing. I'm talking about arguing. They're screaming profanities at each other. And F you this, you this. I mean, they're going at it. And I am just like, awed. When I pull up, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? And as I'm looking at them argue with each other, one of the ladies reaches inside the limo and she pulls out one of the glasses that's inside the limo and she heaves it at the guy. And the glass hits the top of the limo and it shatters. And it hits the guy in the face. The piece of glass hits the guy in the face. So this guy is cut in the face and he's bleeding. So now I'm sitting in the car like, oh my God. And mind you guys, this is my first ride, so I don't know what to do. I'm like, should I call the police? Should I just keep going or what? And I'm just sitting there with my mouth wide open like, and they're just going at it. The guy's bleeding, he's still yelling. He's like, I'm going to call the police and you're going to jail. And I'm just looking at all this excitement, all this craziness going on, and while it's going on, my door opens and a guy just jumps in my back seat and he goes, drive.
Bleeding guy?
No, this is just some guy. I didn't even see the whole thing. I'm so into what's going on, I didn't see what else was going on. He just jumps in the back seat. He's like, get me out of here. And I'm looking at the app. I'm like, Karen? He goes, no, I'm not Karen. He goes, my name's James. I need to get out of here, dude. Get me out of here, please. So I go, I need to talk to Karen before I, do this. He was like, she's my friend. It's all good. And I'm like, okay, but still, this is my first ride. I'm trying to be a model Lyft citizen.
You don't really know how things work.
Yeah,
but he definitely told you, like, no, he's super not Karen, which wasn't exactly like Karen's my homie.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, I'm not Karen.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of carjacking you. Yeah.
So, basically, yes.
Yeah.
So, right. So I'm like, as soon as I'm like, dude, I got to talk to Karen. And then Karen actually walks up to the car and she goes, this is my friend. Can you please take him wherever he needs to go? Please. I know this is crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Please just take him where he needs to go. And I go, okay. And she was just like, I'll tip you good or whatever. It's all good. I was like, okay. So I just say, hey, let's go for it. So I pull off and the guy's in the back seat.
So now you're driving the getaway car.
Yeah, I'm driving the getaway car. And he goes, the guy's in the back seat. He's like, oh my God, you're a lifesaver. He said, you just saved my life. You just don't know. And I'm like, no, I don't know. What's going on? I saw all the craziness. The guy was bleeding and stuff like that. He says, those are my two friends. The two girls are my two best friends. And we're supposed to be taking this limo to Coachella. And one of the girls' boyfriends ordered the limo for him and his two best friends to all ride to Coachella. But the friend was expecting something in return from one of the young ladies for ordering this limo, and it wasn't working out that way. So the friend kind of called one of the young ladies out of her name. And you know how best friends are. You call one name, you might as well call them both, out of the name. So that's what was going on. They were defending basically themselves because this guy assaulted a girl. And she got so upset that she hung the finger glass and hit him in the face. So they're on their way to Coachella. And I'm like, okay, cool. And this guy's like, oh, they think they're going to leave? They're still going to go to Coachella, but they think they're going to leave me because I'm too drunk. And so that's why they're telling me to go home. And I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks. He's like, no, but they're not. I'm going to trick them. He says, I want you to take me to my house real quick.
Oh, no.
And I'm going, okay. And he says, but when we pull up at my house, I need you to wait for me outside my house. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, seriously, swear that you're going to wait. He says, pinky swear. So he made me pinky swear with him, America, I swear. I pinky swear with him that I was going to wait for him outside his apartment. He said he was going to go up, he's going to be down in 2 minutes. So I pinky swear with him, and it's all good. He went up to his apartment, he was down in 2 minutes. But this time when he came out of his apartment, he had a pillow and a blanket. So now I'm like, oh my goodness, this is my first ride as a Lyft driver. I don't know where this is going. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I hope this guy's not trying to spend the night with me or drive around with me all night. I'm not feeling that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to play it out and see where this goes. So he gets in with a pillow on the blanket. He goes, thank you for waiting on me. I go, cool. He goes, next stop, liquor store. So now I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm thinking, oh, he wants to get drunk and turn up in here and sleep in the car or whatever. The ride's still going. Like, I'm still being paid for everything. I'm still in the app. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take you to the liquor store. So we go to the liquor store. He comes out with a case of beer. He asked me if I wanted one.
Case of beer and a blanket.
Yeah,
Things are going okay
he's like, you want a beer? I was like, you know what? Probably not the best idea since I'm driving people around all day. So no, thank you. So I turned down the beer, and he was like, cool. And I was like, no drinking in the car, please. And he was like, oh, no respect, I got you. It's all good. So he's in the back seat and he goes, yeah, I got something for him right now. He says, it's gonna look kind of weird, dude, but when we pull up to this place, I want you to slow down real quick. Don't stop. He says, don't stop. Just slow down. Really slow. I'm gonna jump out and do it moving. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, dude, that may not be. I can stop before. He says, no, this has to be on point. He was so serious about this. So he's like, please. I says, okay, man, you just gotta be cool. I'm gonna stop. I told him I'm gonna stop though, dude. He was like, okay, it's all good. So we pull up to the spot. He goes, he guided me the whole time. He goes, it's right here on the right. So it was some little bushes right here where he was pointing at. And they were kind of high. I'm like, you want me to stop by these bushes? He says, yes, just pull up really slow. So he's like, I'm gonna surprise them. He told me, he says, see that bar right there? They're all meeting up at this bar right there, and this is where they're all gonna meet up and go to Coachella from. And they don't think that I'm gonna be there, but I am. And so I was like, cool. So it was a bunch of people standing outside this bar. He said, I can't be in that crowd. I know most of those people. And I was like, okay. So we pulled up, and right by the bushes, before I had a chance to come to a complete stop, he grabbed his pillow and his blanket and the case of beer, jumped out the back seat, and dived over these bushes. I swear, he threw the blanket over and the beer, and he dived over the bushes. Now, it's a stop sign right there, so I'm chilling, and I'm like, looking back at him like, what is he doing? I swear to you, America, he never popped up again. He was totally in stealth mode. He did not pop up, nothing. He was chilling right.
Dropping him off?
He was doing a stakeout. That was his drop-off point. Those bushes right there, and he was gonna do a stakeout and jump out and pull a Rambo on him.
Like the first time either, huh? Like,
man,
he knew the GPS coordinates of those.
He definitely have done something like this before from the way that he was going at it. So.
The length and diameter of how high he needed to jump right over those damn things.
He did an Olympic jump right over a hurdle and dived over that. It was amazing. And so I didn't see him pop up. I didn't see him pop up anymore. So I'm like, okay, I figured the ride's over then. So I ended the ride and
you took him where he needed to go.
Here I am to this day, and that was my first day as a Lyft driver.
Getaway driver.
Lyft driver / getaway driver. First day on the job. First ride. And that's my story.
You never found out what he did? You didn't stick around a little bit?
I didn't.
You weren't even like kind of curious? Like, what?
He would have burned the spot.
I didn't. That's another thing. I didn't want to burn my man. You know, because he had an elaborate plan on how he was going to do this. And I was not in this plan at all.
You asked for his business card so you could get like...
You know, after that, I was just like, you know, like I said, first day, I was just like, I'm thinking, is this something that I want to do? I'm like, is this how everybody's going to be? Is this how... Am I right? No, after that, I'm telling you the straight up truth. What I did was, I pulled over to the side, and I called my girl. And I go, sweetheart, you would believe what just happened. Oh,
I don't want to do this anymore.
And she said, I said, I don't think this is something that I want to do. I'm not with this crazy stuff. And she goes, sweetheart,
I don't need this in my life.
Just take a couple of more rides, and maybe it was just that one. So just try it a little bit longer. If you don't like it, you know, you can do something else or whatever. So I went on and picked up a few more people, and everyone was totally super normal after that. I mean, it wasn't too much they can do to top that, but everybody was super friendly and nice, and I had a great rest of the night. So, you know, sometimes we, as drivers, even when you have like a crazy or even a bad experience, you have to just keep it going. You have to suck it up and keep going to the next ride, because you never know who's the next ride's going to be. It could be the best ride you ever had in your life, you know, so.
That's true.
That's totally true. I've learned it since I've been driving. So, drivers, new drivers out there, just a little advice from an OG driver, even a semi-new driver like me in here. Don't let one bad ride ruin your whole day or mess up your money.
That's it.
You know, pull over, assess yourself, get your mind right, and get back out there and keep going at it. You know, that's what life's all about, really. And so there you go, America. My little story, hip hop Lyft, the Lyft, Confessions of a Lyft Driver. My girl Vivian right here, my man Disco in the back opening the window. And there it is. The Whip, the hip hop Lyft. I got my girl Vivian right here. She's my guest on Confessions of a Lyft Driver, and I'm about to hook up with a little prize package for partying with me and kicking it and listening to one of my crazy stories and all that kind of stuff. I'm taking over a ride. So I'm gonna hook up with a little something. Vivian, I got some cool stuff for you. It's a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna take some stuff out there just to let some people know what you actually get hooked up with. And this is stuff for her and her passengers. So in case you or your passengers want to get freshened up with a little something, that's for you. You know, we got the Lyft gum in there. And of course we got the classic Lyft cuddle stash. And I noticed that she don't have one in here, of course. And, you know, a little treat for her and her passengers, little Starburst. Gotta have something sweet, guys. You know, I highly recommend you getting something sweet in the car. And, you know, I got some more goodies. I got a, you know, we got a portable phone charger in here, Lyft style. Everything's Lyft style, you know. Shout out to the Lyft HQ band for hooking it up. Lyft style, you know, portable charger, you know, may come in handy one day. You know, I got even in the Lyft bottle opener, voila, you know. Of course, the Lyft bandana, you know, just some goodies. Vivian, you have been great.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate
Thanks
you
for setting me up for the week.
as a driver. And for kicking it with your boy Hip Hop Lyft. So please, guys, support your drivers, Lyft, great people like Vivian, your boy Hip Hop Lyft holding it down, Disco behind the camera doing his thing, and it's all good. I appreciate all of you, and thank you all for your support. And please subscribe to Hip Hop Lyft page, my YouTube channel, and check out my episode. And be safe out there on the road.